goes, the other quarterback that's going to play into the outcome of this game. And he's been hot or cold as the Indiana quarterback. Didn't make it on campus until he was a junior, or actually last season was his junior season. Didn't play as a sophomore. But this kid's going to be 23 years old. You don't see a whole lot of 23-year-olds out there playing Big Ten football because they've moved on to the next level or graduated at that point. But he's put in a lot of time in the system, so Ohio State sees him again this year.
He does, and he's not somebody to, again, just completely disregard as far as what he's able to do. He was leading the Big Ten in passing yards, plus 10-plus yard plays. He was second in the Big Ten for passing yards per game. But the asterisk on all of that is that he also had 17 interceptions. So as Buckeye fans, we're waffling if he's really ripping off these big chunks of yards, but then he's also kind of a gambler, as we talked about last week. It seems like with maybe some question marks with depth or even just still position battles at the Ohio State secondary, it's going to be something that might tip the scales as far as how this game is going to go. It's difficult with not having some of these positions locked down in the secondary, specifically safety, exactly how it's going to end up. But again, that was under Kevin Wilson's offense, and we've seen on the other side of that coin, Ohio State does best when they rip off big chunks of yards. If you look back through history, specifically 2014, it's not just chipping away at the tree trunk with a butter knife. It's really taking it down in big chunks with an axe. And hopefully people understand that metaphor. I'm the queen of metaphors.
I was going to start to jot that one down and use that later.
And it works for some teams. It really does. A battle of attrition ends up working for some teams. But with Ohio State wanting to go up-tempo offense, with Kevin Wilson, we've seen on the other side of that coin what Legault has been able to do under Kevin Wilson with those big chunks of yards. It is helpful for Ohio State to go with that type of game plan, but can they plan against it on the defensive side of the ball is the real question.